I think there are different sorts of constraints on our ability to teach interdisciplinary. They're institutional and structural, some of them, and some of them are more intellectual and depend on personalities. Take the structural ones first. There's bound to be a problem about timetabling. Now, if you take the IATL modules, which are generally interdisciplinary in the sense that several of them have got more than 3 or 4 ways of looking at things, because they want them to be widely available, probably have to teach them at 8 o'clock in the morning, at 7 o'clock at night to get any timetable slots, which requires some commitment both from the teachers and the pupils, students. There are things like workload models. If you're jointly teaching, you normally only get half the credit. But it may be that it's not just half the work, but if you're only getting half the credit, it's a question of an incentive. And I think some of the IATL modules are taught by people pro bono, they're not getting any workload credit from their departments. So they are, really putting their heart into it. There is also, I think, a problem that I've come across where even lecturers can get defensive about their own discipline, so that the discussion can turn into a bit of an argument about my way of doing things is better, which is not the ideal solution. And I have heard students complain in a sort of a complaining way, but in a particular case, this just turns into an argument between the tutors rather than a proper discussion amongst the seminar group. I think you need to be fairly open-minded as the tutor as well as the student to make it work properly.